I'm going to be streaming Doki Doki Literature Club again, and the thing about that is apparently it gets like super creepy, and so I heard a rumor that like during the gameplay, files will pop up. I actually have the folder open here, like in anticipation of that. But I went in and I got a little curious because I'm looking through the folders and I'm like, oh, it's Ren'Py, so like you can go through the files pretty easy because it's Python. It's not encoded in a certain way really. You can just kind of pop them open and take a quick peek see. Anyway, so there's this folder um, called characters, and it has a file in there, a .chr file for every character. And when you go in, uh, it does this. So like you go in, and first when I look, it's Yuri, because Yuri's bae. And I open it up, and I'm looking. It's just a string of like numbers and letters, and I happen to be a programmer, so I adjust my yeah, so I'm a programmer, and I recognized it as base64 encoding. So I decoded it, and it was like this message about, yeah, you're a nerd, fuck you. It was a message detailing a murder, like a murder journal, where this girl, she like, she killed someone. I didn't read through the whole thing. I got the gist of it. It's a murder journal, it's creepy. So I'm like, let's go through the rest of the files. So I went to Sayori, and that one I opened up and noticed that it was in OGG file, an OGG. Yes, I'm a nerd. Ha ha ha, you're so funny. It's just a great joke. Um, Noticed it was an OGG, so uh, decoded that, and then that was just a bunch of high-pitched, like, screechy noises. And so I'm somewhat familiar with some of the stuff that people do to hide things, and I know that analyzing like the spectrograph, whatever, um, can produce results. So you do that, and it gives you a QR code, which brings you to a website that has a bunch of like fucked up medical journal looking stuff about like pain tolerance. Again, I didn't like super go through it, kinda, because I wasn't sure if it was gonna spoil stuff. I didn't go through Natsuki or Monica. Um, I don't know what they are. Man, you know what? Fuck it. I'll look now. So we're gonna pop open Natsuki, and you cannot see this file on my computer because I have it set to targets. Doki Doki. I don't see an encoding. I guess we'll just try changing it stuff. Just make it a JPEG, see what happens. Yes, change it. Oh, it is an image of something. You know what? I'll just show you. Let me see if I can just hold on here. Hold on. I think I want this. Yes. It looks like that. So about paint tone, yeah, they had it was different stuff like implying like sciencey torture kind of things. Um, this is an image of something. Maybe it's like cut in half or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna fuck with it, honestly. Like, you get the gist of it. It's creepy things. Yeah, it might also be inverted. That is possible. Once again, fuck it, yellow. I don't really care. It's neat. I just kind of wanted to point it out. This is the Base 64 encoded string. Thank you for turning off headphones. You're the best. I guess we'll take a look at Monica here as well and see. Pop that open. That is a PNG. It says right at the top. Great. Yeah, I'm not like a super hacker. It's super easy to tell what this kind of thing is because they generally have the encoding at the top. So, not that impressive. PNG. All right. Yes, change it, and this one is great. 10 out of 10. Good text. Oh, Hachibichu is now following me on Twitch. Whatever. That sure is stuff. Might be some kind of garbled QR code. Whatever. If I get bored, I'll look into it later. It's the dark side. Oh yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. Maybe, I don't know. I don't play that game. I'll just change them all back to Karis. But yeah, it's a nice little touch. Makes it a little more creepy. So, you know, that's cool. And then, yeah, I'm gonna just kind of have the file open, I guess. I'll put it over here so I can see the chat. No, don't do that, computer. Alright, anyway. That doesn't look right. Whatever. That's fine. Maybe I let it sit there too long. Maybe this is intentional. Who knows? We're just gonna go ahead, load her up. Oh yeah, I should probably change it so you can see it. Oh, nope, not that one. Do not get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Doki doki. Okie dokie dokie dokie. It's not changing off the title screen on the stream. This is actually kind of a pain in the ass to stream. And I got the farts. Properties. Do that, and then capture specific window. Doki doki. Okie dokie dokie dokie. There we go. It is now popped up. So, we left our hero. He was going to have Bay over, and they were going to work on decorations and shit for, like, the club. Working in the club. Grinding in the club with Shoddy. So I will continue from there. If you missed the story up until now, basically your friend drags you into the literature club, and then you write poetry, and then your poetry, like, depending on the words you pick, different girls will fucking moisten their loins for you. And yeah, that's about the gist of it. So I'm going after Yuri this first route. She's bae, mostly because she's not an airheader to Tsundere, and Monica's second choice. But I think I have to. What the fuck are you doing, Gizmo? Are you being a kitty? You watch yourself. But yeah, so you join and you read poetry, and then they're like, oh well, the festival's coming up, the school festival, so we gotta prepare for that. So you're gonna make decorations, and you pick which girl to help, and obviously I picked Bae. Obviously. So I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning about more about her. The screen's not updating, is it? God damn it. That's fine. It hasn't changed much. It's literally just been the text I've read to you. Alright, let's try this again. Set here. Great. Thank you. Set capture. Doki Doki Panac. Okay, thank you. I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything. Why aren't you updating? God damn it. You know what? That's fine. Save. Quit. I am sure I want to quit because you are being a piece of garbage. And it crashed. Yeah. There's a part of me that literally suspects the only reason they included all these bugs, like, and creepy stuff, was to get away with like the actual bugs they have. Alright, let's try this again. Doki Doki Panic. Fucking panic. Thank you. Anyway. But I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? Sayori is your childhood friend. She's in love with you because, like, you're required to win your childhood friend. So, it's just how it is. And, of course, I'm in love with Bae, and Bae is not Sayori, so. And if I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over, rather than asking, I simply tell her, I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori?
Hi, Gray!
I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us.
You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
Ah, I guess you're right. Hi, Mr. Shiro. Don't look at me. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now, with that garbage cow. Yes, to be honest, the lower they are on the base scale, the worse I make their voice. So she's like second worst.
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
Because she's too low on the base scale. She doesn't get a good voice. I have a limited amount of voices. It's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today?
And that's not Miley Cyrus' voice, it's Toad.
Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today?
No. Monika's more Davy Basie. Yeah, but, wait. How did you know that? Sarah's already left by the time we decided that last meeting.
Monika told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
That is true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monika today?
Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then.